Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Play action now. Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be caught. Rager with it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Let's go. First down. Here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Hey, we're good. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Third and goal for Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Fourth down, Cousins. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And He steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lewis Seed just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stumbling out.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Gibson. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. To throw, Cousins. hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Wentz. Flushed out right. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and goal from inside the 5. A give up the middle to Gibson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good route here.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Cousins. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. Steps away, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 74 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7.
Commanders 21, Vikings 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now this throw caught left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On play action, Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Wentz now on first down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First down, Commanders.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now Wentz will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Carson Wentz scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
The score, Commanders 28, Vikings 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Cousins. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The 11-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Yeah, good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. That one is slant to McLaurin. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On the counter, Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
He was brought in.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
A give running right, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So a victory here for the Commanders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.